In 1994, Sega was developing Doom for the 32X. They had an extremely short schedule because the add-on was set to launch in North America on November 21st, and Sega fully intended for Doom to be there. In order to make that date, Sega cut levels, reduced animation, and developed a mediocre soundtrack that was powered by gems. While the end result was far from unplayable, it was certainly not the best it could have been. The time constraints were just too much, and the final product suffered for it. Since then, modders have tinkered with the game, adding back in maps and other things that were originally left out. Back in October of last year, I covered a fan project called Doom Resurrection, which sought to make the 32X version a fuller, more accurate representation of the source material. That was version 1.0, and the team behind the project already had full screen support, better performance, more stages, an improved soundtrack, and more animation. I was so happy with the new look and sounds, I declared it a must-play for anyone that had a 32X or fondly remembered it as a kid. Well, it looks like the Doom Resurrection team wasn't done, because there have been multiple updates since then, with version 2.0 landing this past May with an impressive list of improvements itself. In this episode, we are going to take a look at Doom Resurrection 2.0 for the Sega 32X, a passion project to make an already impressive game even better. If you check out the changelog at romhacking.net, you'll see dozens and dozens of improvements since my original video 8 months ago. The big additions are widescreen support, higher resolution rendering, improved performance, split-screen co-op and competitive multiplayer, and zero-tolerance link cable support for 2 systems and 2 televisions. Yep, you heard those last 2 correctly. Split-screen co-op and competitive multiplayer. It actually runs great for what it is, and my daughter and I spent quite a bit of time playing it with no issues at all. The link cable support comes by using the same cable that was mail order only with Zero Tolerance, another first-person shooter that appeared on the Sega Genesis. It connects 2 systems together via the second player controller port. You need 2 copies of the game, 2 televisions, and 2 systems, so this isn't exactly the most practical way to play Doom multiplayer, but it's still one heck of a cool addition. I also have to say the performance and resolution improvements are quite nice as well. Doom on the 32X is sharper, more defined, and runs better than it ever did before. This is fast approaching PlayStation levels of quality. There are a host of other changes and additions as well. The monster AI now wakes up in nearby rooms when you make noise. The stages are now labeled properly in the level select. The lighting effects default to the high setting and look really great. There is a new and improved high color mode that refines the palette and improves visual fidelity. There is save RAM support to keep your game going, and honestly, it looks and runs so much better now, it really is worth taking another look if you haven't in a while. The split screen alone is a game changer. Sound is an important part of the Doom experience. In my last video, I highlighted the new FM soundtrack, which I thought was quite excellent. You also have the ability to add CD quality music to Doom Resurrection. If you have a device like the Mega SD, you can make this Doom sound as good as the 3DO or Saturn versions. Let's have a listen to a few examples. Man, I honestly don't know what else I can say to get you to try this version of Doom. This is an incredible project that has improved everything above and beyond the original work. The sprites are more accurate, the monsters fight one another, the AI responds better, it runs smoother, it's sharper, the color is better, it has split screen multiplayer, link cable support, multiple ways to listen to new music, and countless other upgrades and updates to make this the best Doom it can possibly be. Every so often someone will ask me, why bother with these older versions of Doom when a modern PC will run them at 16K and 480 frames per second? The answer is simple. Many of us were introduced to Doom thanks to the 32X. We fondly remember stalking its corridors, trying to stay alive on our $160 add-on. To be able to now play this at this level is just so cool, and if you still have real hardware, it's never too late to sit back and enjoy a good game on the device. I'm going to end this episode with a series of side-by-sides so you can see how things have progressed from the original official release to the current magic you can see in Resurrection 2.0. I'm Sega Lord X, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.